Delta Embassy Studios, Bill Pito, along with Alan Honeywell as Zerbiak. So the Knicks coming in uneven play since the All-Star break, but there was nothing uneven about this performance. This was exactly what they needed. 48 minutes of really, really good basketball.
Led by the captain, who got him going with a huge first quarter, really set the tone, the three-point shooting. It really is amazing, Wally, that just knocking down early threes in a game can get a team into rhythm. This is the best rhythm the Knicks have looked in shooting the basketball since the All-Star break.
No question. There was a little more pace to the game. I think with 2 days off, I think the coaching staff really made it a point that said, guys, we can't be holding the ball. We got to get it up the floor quickly. We got to get into our actions quickly. We have to cut harder. We have to set more decisive screens, and we have to be a little bit more confident with what we're doing out there. And Jalen Brunson, like you said, set the tone, 21 threes, 13 in the first half. Anunoby breaks out of his shooting slump. Josh Hart knocks down a couple threes. Everyone got involved. The bench has been great, or was great tonight, and that was a really good sign to see it.
Knicks has a team 21 of 41 from downtown. You guys are talking about the pace. The Knicks averaged 15.5 fast break points per game. They finished the game, Wally, with 23. 18-0. 18 fast break points for the Knicks in the first half, 0 for the Bucks, and that helped pave the way for 13 of 22 shooting from downtown in the first half.
Those fast break points, they help you get into rhythm, too, because you get a couple layups, you kind of get your percentages up, you get the defense a little bit on their heels, and it means you're getting stops. And when you get stops and long rebounds, you have to make an unset defense pay. And that's exactly what the Knicks did. Look at the no hesitation on these shots. I mean, right there, Anunoby just stroking the three, 5 for 7. Shamet knocked down 4 threes, too, in this one. He's on fire. Excuse me, 5 threes for Shamet. Right. He's been in a great rhythm shooting the basketball also. So when the Knicks have not only, Towns and Brunson that can knock down threes, but you have peripheral players like Anunoby and Shamet making 5. I mean, 5's a big number of threes in a game. For example, like my career high threes in a game was 6 for my 10-year career.
But it was a different game then,
I know,
right?
But still, 5 threes is a good number to have being made by some of your role player three-point shooters.
Especially Anunoby, because he'd been struggling so badly since he's come back from the toe injury.
2 is the magic number for him. For the Knicks, I mean, he'd get 5 for 7, so he made 5. But 2 or more this season, the Knicks are now 22 and 5. So it just shows you how important he is to the offense when he's spreading the floor, and especially when he's knocking down those corner threes. It was great to see him find his rhythm. Shamet has kept his rhythm. Brunson got into it early on. Towns had a double-double with 17 and 13. This was the all-around effort you kind of needed to see. You needed to see the Knicks bounce back the way they did, and now they have a 5-game stretch playing some really tough teams, and they got to get ready for Sunday afternoon against the San Antonio Spurs team that hasn't won. They've won 11 straight games.
All right, guys, let us say hello to Monica. Monica McNutt helped call the game on the radio on ESPN New York. Monica, pretty easy tonight. What'd you think?
Yeah, man, that is what the doctor ordered. Jalen Brunson was our post-game interview on the radio, and he said that the pace is one thing that everybody needs to be mindful of, himself included, getting into their stuff quicker, getting the ball up the floor a little bit quicker. But the three-point shooting, this game is certainly a terrific building block to take into Sunday's contest with a very formidable and team that deserves to be respected in the San Antonio Spurs. But this was good, guys. And I will say for me, Pat and I were like, started the fourth quarter, like, okay, one thing that we know about this team in its last 16 games has been one of the most efficient defenses in the league, the most efficient going into tonight, I believe. They hold another team under 100 points. That is going to bode well for that number as well. And, of course, putting up 127, can't be mad at that.
All right, Jalen Brunson, the subject of our thrilling moment, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. And we were really interested to see Brunson's approach Monica right off the opening tip. It was like, we're not struggling tonight. I'm going to make sure we get off to a great start. And he had his best first quarter of the year with 22. 22 of his 27 came in the first quarter.
Yeah, and he just is the guy, right? Like, good, bad, or ugly, he is the guy. He's going to shoulder the blame. He's going to shoulder most of the praise. And I thought tonight he just knew that he had to get it going. Now, in tandem, y'all, with him in that first quarter was one Josh Hart, who I thought did a great job of also being very intentional about the pace with which this Knicks team would play. But when Jalen Brunson has it going both from two-point land and three-point land, and, of course, he chips in, what does he have? He had 3 assists as well tonight, but 7 rebounds for him. So that was just a locked-in and an example-setting performance from the captain.
Yeah, he loves playing against Milwaukee, coming off 36 and 37 in the first 2 meetings, and I'm with you, Monica. That first quarter was lights out. Yeah, look at the way he's playing against the Bucks. Just loves to see the deer, fear the deer. No fear for Jalen against the deer, that's for sure.
I like Buckshot. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he absolutely lights them up. And that was a good thing for him to get himself into rhythm off the All-Star break and also set the example that the guys need to follow his lead.
It was what you want out of your leader, out of your captain, right? And it's not like he came out shooting. I felt like he gave it about 4 minutes. They were leaving Josh Hart wide open. You could see that was part of the strategy. It wasn't working because he knocked down some early ones. But then when the Bucks weren't really getting after it defensively, they didn't have the right energy against Jalen Brunson. And it's almost like he smelled blood. Oh, yeah. Like, oh, you're going to play me one-on-one? Like, you're leaving me out here on an island with this guy? And that's when he just started to cook. And once he got rolling, forget it. Like, you know what he's like when he gets hot like that. And that was exactly 100%. The tone setter the Knicks needed.
And, Monica, how about OG Anunoby? We figured it would be a matter of time before he got his three-point shooting back. And tonight, 5 out of 7, his best game by far since his return from the toe injury.
The 9-point run to start the second or third quarter, to start the second half. Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, he's got his legs under him. His feet are set. He's feeling good, getting that jump shot up. And you guys, we've talked about how this entire roster, their performance defensively is attached to their overall three-point shooting. I would say OG Anunoby is one of the guys that bucks that trend. But what I do think happens when he can hit threes is that he sees the court better. Because in the 8 games of that 12-game stretch where he was terrific, I thought his dribble penetration had been simplified in a positive way. It's like 1 or 2, 3 dribbles most, but mostly straight lines, very simple. And so I think when he starts hitting shots from the outside as well, then I think he is able to see the floor a little bit more clearly. And we know he has the strength to finish at the rim through contact.
Yeah, 24 points on 10 shots. That's how you recalibrate. That's how you get your percentages back in order. Just a phenomenal performance by him. You knew it was going to just get, he was just a little out of rhythm off the break, off the toe injury. Needed a game like this to kind of get his confidence back, and hopefully this carries over, because when Anunoby plays like this, it's a big difference for the Knicks.
And this is what you want to see, right? To build off of the 2 days off, the day to kind of think about it, some of the discussions this team has had about, and Monica, you were there, like just talking about trying to find themselves, their identity, whether or not they know what they are and who they are at this point, learning the system and where they're supposed to be in it, and then just coming off the break, just getting their rhythm back. There was a lot of that talk in this first week. And Monica, now, the 5 games that come up now, the toughest stretch they're going to have to finish the season, it really is going to set the tone. The Cavs lost tonight. They've opened up 2 games on them now to keep them in the rear view, which is important after losing to them. But these next 5 games are going to tell us a lot about this team.
All right, Monica, have a great trip home.
Update. Yeah, oh my God. I cannot wait to go home. See you guys soon.
All right, travel safely. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
All right, Mike Brown's